so glad you're here. And I love going live in vertical mode on YouTube for a couple different reasons. One reason is you know that it's not AI generated. You know that I am speaking to you from my heart and soul. There are no notes, there is no teleprompter. It's just me and you one on one. There's never been a better time to be alive, and there's never been a better way to connect with people. I think we're getting back to the value of sitting across from somebody one on one at a coffee table, a kitchen table, over a cup of coffee, looking into other's eyes. There's never been a better way to connect, and we are becoming more aware that that is the premier way that we can connect with other people. But the second best way, and pretty amazing, is something like this. I can connect with you halfway around the world in real time. Never before in history, really, except for the last few years, have we had the opportunity and the ability to get on the same frequency, vibration, and connect with somebody halfway around the world in real time as we do now. For free, by the way, no cost. I mean, except for the cost of your telephone service. But to imagine you could be in the in Egypt at the pyramids, and you could be FaceTiming your family. Hey, Grandpa, here I am. Here's the pyramids, and in real time, they could enjoy seeing you there in Egypt. And now we have that opportunity. And I'm reminded, I'm here right now at my the home where I grew up in, and I started making content. Believe it or not, 52 years ago. 52 years ago, right here in this driveway with my dad's Super 8 movie camera. I used to make movies, short little movies, right? There was no editing software, nothing I could use to edit my little movies. I had to edit on the go as I shot. And then I had to take that film, get it developed, wait about a week, and put it into a projector. And then I was able to show it to my mom, dad, and neighbors. But now we can turn on a camera, just like right now. I'm connecting with you. Hi, good morning. Good morning. But now we have the opportunity to turn on a camera. And I've connected with people last week from halfway around the world: Italy, France, somebody from Norway chimed in. And so now the gatekeepers are gone. We have that power and ability to connect with people halfway or all the way around the world. Never been a better time to be alive. No matter what business you're in, this is the best time to be alive. Glad you're here. Good morning. Good morning. I came across some content I wanted to share with you. I'm glad you're here and stopping in. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, it's not really a new concept, but the way this guy was explaining it made a lot of sense to me, right? And what he was doing, they were filming him giving a seminar, and he was pointing to someone saying, I hate your blue hair. I hate your blue hair. I don't like your blue hair. I reject your blue hair. How does that make you feel? And of course, the person says, I don't have blue hair, so it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me. I don't have blue hair. Well, it's just like, hey, I don't like you. You're not a nice person. I reject you. How does that make you feel? Well, I know I'm a nice person, so it does not affect me. You see, we put too many stories in people's heads, and we really don't know what they're thinking. They might even be looking at us, and they're in their own head. And yet we may put a judgment or opinion on them thinking, oh, that person's judging me. Oh, they think that I'm too thin, too fat. Hey, they're in their own heads. They're worrying about their own things. And so we need to really disassociate their appearance of judgment and opinions of us, because it probably might not even be there. We are mind reading things that aren't even there. And I know I've done that a lot in my past, but we don't have to do it anymore from day one. Hey, I don't like your blue hair. It doesn't affect you because you don't have blue hair. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks. So what? Exactly. So what? So I just want to encourage you. That's so what. That's part of why I create content. I want to positively encourage you. Hey, my channel is all about self-improvement, personal growth, how we can get better today every way than we were yesterday. And yeah, I share them with you, but really it's for myself. When I'm talking to you, I'm hearing my own words back to me. So what? Well, another thing the guy I was watching brought up, our ego makes us keep score, right? Hi, how are you? Would you like to be friends? No. 0 out of 1. Hi, how are you? You want to be friends? No. 0 out of 2. We're keeping score. When we should be saying, hey, are you for me? No. Are you for me? Are you for me? Hey, yes, you're for me. Right? Some people are not going to be for us. They're not going to be a match. We should be thinking, are you going to be a match? Are you a match? Are you a match? Quit keeping scores. 0 out of 1, 0 out of 3. I'm a loser. 0 out of 5. Those people just aren't for us. They're not a match for us. And that's okay. We need to move along and find out who's a match for us. And I know you're a match for me. Thanks for being here on the channel. Subscribe to the channel. I'm here in my hometown. I was going to walk to the gym again today, but you know what I decided? It's windy as hell, and then I wouldn't be able to connect with you sound-wise in a good way. And all you would hear is the wind blowing past my mic. So I'm going to drive down to the gym, and I'll do my walking later. Meanwhile, I get to connect with you, and it's good. I like connecting with new people on my channel. And like I was saying before, the best way to connect with people, of course, is one-on-one, right? At the table, over a cup of coffee, looking into each other's eyes. But the second best way, or third or fourth, is something like this. We can connect in this way. I'm connecting with you in a certain way. And if you leave a comment and give me a hi, although I shouldn't do that for that reason, we don't need to be validated. What I'm learning, having gone through separation and divorce, what I'm learning is, I started realizing, oh, that was my identity. Oh man, I needed to be with my wife as validation as to who I was. That's who I was. I was we, I was us, I was us as a couple. We don't need that. It's a great thing to have. To be a team is wonderful. But do we need it? No, we don't need it. And we shouldn't be searching for that validation. We should be fantastic by ourselves with our own company. That doesn't mean we really shouldn't be searching for love in our life, someone to love us, right? But we need to validate ourselves first, right? And then we can search for anybody who's a match for us. If we can be our best selves, then guess what? We're going to attract the best person for us. We don't need them. We want to get to a point where we want them. I want to be with you. I don't need you. I want to be with you. I want to team up with you, right? I feel love with you. Together we can be more, right? We're social animals. That's how we were bred. Well, not bred. That's how we were genetically created, right? We can do fine by ourselves, but we thrive in society, in a culture, in a tribe, right? Sometimes we just got to find our tribes. And we can have more than one tribe for sure. But we don't need to seek validation from other people. The judgment and opinions of others is their business, not ours. And you know what? To feel self-worth, to have a great self-image, we don't need the approval of other people. And if we make our happiness and our life fulfillment dependent on the opinion and judgment of others, then we have given our power away, and we are going to be susceptible to the way others make us feel. Let's take responsibility for ourselves and our own feelings. Don't trust your feelings, by the way. Don't trust them. Think with intensity. Discipline doesn't age, my friend. Discipline does not age. Rely on discipline. Motivation is okay. I'm into it. I get motivated by people. I get inspired by people. But discipline is really the key. Discipline creates habits, and habits creates a life force and makes you unstoppable. Not BS. This is not BS. This isn't for everybody. I'm not for everybody. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We are gaining a lot of subscribers this past week. And thank you, everybody. I haven't been able to record the podcast because I've been here with Mom, helping her recover from a pelvic fracture. And then Friday, I'm heading up to my private island And we will be doing a lot of podcast episodes from the island. I'll be interviewing some great guests that I have on the line, and there's going to be some great stuff. And hey, maybe you want to be a guest on my podcast. Maybe you. I know one thing: you have a lot of value. Yeah, no one, not anybody is born without great talents that they already possess and have. You already have enough. Sometimes our talents will make room for us, but we have to discover what those talents are. And all of us, you included, you're born with certain talents. And if you marry that with great passion and caring, you're going to start planting a purpose, idea, and habit into your subconscious mind that starts today, and years down the road, you're going to look back and think, holy shit, look how far I've come. We got to know the race that we're in. The race is with us. We choose the race we're going to be in. We don't live anybody else's race. Live your own race. You're in competition with yourself and nobody else. You can model other people that have gotten where you want to get to. Why not take advantage of the mistakes they made and the successes that they have made? Tony Robbins says, success leaves clues. Sure, we can learn from them, but don't compare yourself to somebody else. Create an image of yourself in the future that's a compelling future that's going to pull you in that direction, then reverse engineer that vision back to where you are today. Now you know where you're going, you know where you are, and now you can decide what the next step is. What is the next step in that journey to that image in your future, that compelling image? I'm getting excited just thinking about it. Here I am in my small little town in upstate New York, a village of Caledonia, only 3,000 people. When I think of where I've come from and where I've gone in the past 35 years from growing up here in this small town, working for the local local sheriff's department here out of Geneseo. 20 deputy sheriffs is where I worked at in 1978. To have gone from this little sheriff's department here in upstate New York to have gone to the LA County Sheriff's Department, the largest sheriff's department in the world, to ride the Sunset Strip in Hollywood, and to work in South Central and Compton area as a deputy sheriff, and to work during the cocaine wars and the gang fighting and shooting. It's amazing to have lucky enough to have been an extra in some minor parts in movies out of Hollywood, to done extra work on the Jerry Seinfeld show and Modern Family and the series Bosch. Those were thrilling times. But you know what? More to come in the future. More to come. All right, everybody. Hey, what's up? How are you? Hey, thanks for checking in. You're in the right place, everybody. French red wine. Hey, how are you, French? Hey, Frenchie, how are you? With love. I love it. Am I from America? So sometimes it's amazing, right? Sometimes I forget that I'm connecting with people all over. I'm in upstate New York, everybody, in North America. I'm in the United States of America, land of opportunity. We got to keep it that way. Why? Not just for us, but for everybody in the world. Why? Because no matter where you are in the world, sometime in your future, you may decide you want to come to America and you can actually become an American. I cannot go to Japan and become Japanese, right? I can't travel to China, move there and become Chinese. But America is a mindset. It's a way of life. And you, wherever you are, can become an American. So yes, I forget to tell people, I'm in America, everybody. I'm in New York State right now, and I am in North America, and I am and have been a cop for 35 years, and then I was an actor, comedian, and now I do podcasting, and I want to encourage you. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, I got to get in my torture chamber. I got to get into that gym, and I got to get after it. Yeah, today is leg day. Not going to be pretty because I'm going to push myself. Well, when I get done with the gym today, I'm going to know that I was here. All right, I'm not going to half-ass it. Why do that? You know, how you do one thing is how you do everything. That's how I've been operating for the last few years. It really serves me well. Sometimes I forget and I veer off course. I got to remember, hey, How you do one thing is how you do everything. Okay, I got to remember. Okay, I'm going to start right now. Make the bed the best I can make it. Fantastic. Cook breakfast the best I can cook it for my mom and me. Do the dishes in the best way possible. How I do one thing is how I do everything. I'm going to do it the best I can. And I'm going to do that right now when I get inside this gym. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Let's go. We're building a community of progress. I may have 68 years that I bring to the table, but vigor-wise, energy-wise, ambition-wise, I'm 29 years old, everybody. I am telling you, I can't have more energy and drive. I have pedal to the metal, baby, and I'm happy to do it. I enjoy it. And if that's not for you, I don't give a shit, because I'll be for somebody else, and I'll find my tribe, my crowd, and that's who I like to connect with. If you're somebody who knows you're meant for more, you want to get to the next step, I follow a bunch of people and I study constantly how I can better master my mind, the way I think, what I'm thinking about, the images I create in my mind, how I manifest things into my life, starting today with just a thought. Create an image, put it into my subconscious mind, and watch in amazement how people and circumstances come together to manifest into their physical reality that which I only pictured in my mind. And you can do the same thing. If that's something you're into, if that connects with you, then you're in the right place. Subscribe to the channel. Check out some of my other content. And if you're in that same mindset, if you're of the same vibration and frequency that I am, then hey, you're in the right place. Only you know if we connect on a certain level. And if we do, you're in the right place. All right, everybody. Hey, I put off long enough getting my ass into that gym and driving some heavy iron. I'm going to get it done. All right. You know, I love you. I'll see you in the next video.